Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a chill level creation stream. In Switch Ball Deluxe, the music you're hearing is some chill acoustic as we start today. Yes. How are y'all doing this morning? This is Switch Ball Deluxe. It fades after a minute back to the copyright. This is an action puzzle game where you are the ball and you are trying to destroy all the bricks. It is real fun. I am biased. So what we're gonna do today is our goal is to make 5 levels today. I'm in the top right corner of the screen, and each of these levels is a different world in the game, a different gimmick. So if you've never seen the game before, as I'm making levels and as we're playing through them, I'll kind of talk about how the game works. On average, takes about a half hour to create like the first version of a level that's just like playable. It's kind of like ready for playtesting. So sometimes it's a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, and that's why we're trying to do 5 in about 2.5 hours today. Just kind of the goal. There are going to be 160 levels in the base game. There's 10 worlds, 16 levels each. Currently there are 103 created. So we got 57 left. I think I did the math in Excel. It's about 65% of the way there. So we're just going to work through them today. We're going to play some and we're going to make some. So why don't we do a fun little screenshot here of the game. You know, put it on socials. Why not do that? What's a cool level we could do? What about this one? Eh. Oh, wrong button. Do 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 do. It's my forest. That's good enough. Just do a little screen cappy. Do 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 do. You know, I gotta being a little bit slow today, so hopefully it doesn't affect streaming too much. Time to move some stuff to the external drive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're being redshifted. Uh-oh, it doesn't show in streaming, which is great, but when you try to do capture, it does. Uh-oh. See if I can fix that briefly. This might look really weird for colors on stream. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna disable flux briefly. Ah, so bright. Ah, don't look. Don't look, chat. It's too bright. I always have flux on. It's one of those. Come on. Get the right pixel. Taking a screenshot, you can't see it. I'll show the browser in a sec. Alright, now we gotta turn back on flux. Man, I've had that. Flux is this thing that takes out all the blue light. Software, highly recommend. But I've had it for so long that whenever I don't have it, it's like, whoa. It's like, whoa. Alright, so you see the acoustic chill is playing right now. Let's go to our little twits. And let's just say we're doing a thing. Just let everyone know what's happening. Look, it's me. Woo! Good enough. We did a thing. Yeah, we posted. Yay. You want to play the level that we just posted? Just for funsies? This is in the nuclear world. I think I want to do this first. Boo! Boo! Bop, 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 bop. Nice. Then I want to go in here and go. Oh, I got red books. Bam! Bam! That's pretty good. Wait, where's there another brick? Oh! That was fun. Alright, so I'm looking at my level list for our quests, like which ones we need to make. I saw a boss level I honestly don't remember making. So let's go. It was for antimatter. It's called split fission. Oh, right. This level's cool. Is it done though? How quick did I set it? 30 seconds seems like way too easy. I don't know if I... Well, there are a lot of different colors. I think I did this one a while ago. Because you're like changing it. What do they come back as? Do they come back as the color? Oh, right. You're supposed to do... oh. This one's crazy. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. 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 This is... I forgot about this level. Okay, this is not as easy as I remember. Alright. Let's try it again. I think I actually did set times for this. I think 25 minutes. We want to get in there and get that cherry. Yeah, I remember this now. Alright. Get the reds. Or the blues, I mean. Cyan. This is chaos. Manage chaos. Alright. You gotta use the pollinators to switch the color of the blocks to what you want. There was a method to madness. Okay. This level's crazy. Alright, we're not gonna play this right now. We'll play one more level though. This is a warm-up. Well, what one are we gonna make? We're about to make a light level, a solar level. We don't have to do them in order, but we can. What's a fun solar level? Depth. Alright, this one's pretty cool. There's four colors here. In order to get the orange, we have to combine red and yellow. I think you go blue. That. Oh, that was red. I hit red first there. Oh, man. Oh, the red and blue is not working. Interesting. There is a way to beat this level real fast. Which I am not doing. Oh, look, I created yellow. Or green. Oh, these need to be... There you go, blue. Red? Oh. I created orange there, that's not what I wanted. Alright, those are orange. Now I can move over here. And I create orange there. Oh my goodness. What? It was yellow. What's in the way? Some of this light stuff's a little wonky. New best time. Let's try a different one. How about infiltration? This is a dexterity level, which I'm sure I'll be very good at right now. Ah, missed it. Flip. Up, 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 up. Up. There we go. Nice. Here. Bop, bop. Boop, boop. Hey. New best time. Alright, let's make some levels. So, it's kind of covered in the top right a little bit. But we're going to make a solar level today. Nuclear level. And a bunch of others. It's chilly. Good audio. Alright, so we just did, what we want to do is kind of ground us in what's already been made. So, I have, I guess I'll share a document here. So we're going to be going back and forth between it. It's a window. And the window. Oh, come on now. Why isn't it finding this? I want to show my window. Boom. La la la. Let's try this again. We just want to show the Excel doc here just to give us some sense of what we're doing. Yeah, I should do it. La 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 la. This music's so nice. So chill. There it is. That was so hard. Alright. Alright, so here's our Excel. Come on now. Wow. Cool. And the reason I'm showing this is that I have a level list here. These levels, they're just ordered by number, each of the worlds. So you see geothermal, antimatter, the name, a description. This is how it works for me. You know, there's only 160 of them, so there's only so much to keep track of. What colors we're using? Because there's, hey, no lyrics. I'm talking. I can't skip. You have to deal with it. I'll speak louder. What colors we used? There's 6 colors, so you don't want to keep reusing the same colors. Whether it's been built, sometimes I just have like an idea, or there needs to be updates to it. Whether ranks have actually been created, so whether it's been play tested enough to actually create the times, the ranks, which is just a big part of playtesting. And then on the far right, there's different types. So in this game, there's like speed levels, picture levels, tricky levels, dodging levels. What gimmicks are involved, kind of like what unique things are being combined. So as we keep going forward, we're combining mechanics. And then there's a difficulty level and a fun level. This is completely subjective for both of these. As I've been playing through it, particularly the first world, I try to order them in terms of the difficulty a little bit, but also in terms of teaching the player. The levels ought to have at least a fun level of 7 or higher. So you see we got a couple 6s here. We want that fun level to get up to 7. It's a 9. It's like, man, replaying that so many times. 6 means there probably needs to be something that gets fixed. We also don't want the levels to be too hard, but again, there's a learning curve. So we'll be using this. I also, right before stream, did a summary of how many levels are left. There's 16 in each world. We're doing a mega last. This was just the actual gimmicks that I was coding out. So as you can see, there's a bunch of things that will need art. But the Omega is going to have a combination of any number of gimmicks where each of these worlds can use their own gimmick or their own unique feature, and all the ones prior. So for example, if I'm in the bio world, or antimatter, or not antimatter, biomatter or pollinators, it can use these and anything before, but only 2. So if we're in solar, we can do like a solar mechanic, and then maybe do one from the rotation windmills. Or if we're in like antimatter, we have access to so much more. So that's summary. Let's do a solar level. Levels we've done thus far: Dynamite Edition, Icicles, Garble Grid, yep, Depth. What was Depth? That was the one we just did. Good memory. Buoy Bots. Infiltration, we just did. Buoy Bots is the one that looks like little robots in the water. Oops. Look at the little robots floating in the ocean. It's all around us. Oh, this one. This is a good level. Morse code, that one doesn't work. And on Saturday, we created a jack-o'-lantern. It's a pumpkin with his teeth at the bottom. That was a good speed level. Alright, so we have a bunch more we can make. We also have the boss, but I don't really have an idea for a boss yet, so let's go right into it. We're starting to make our first level at 10:30. I'm trying to do 5. I don't know if we're going to make it. At least 4. We'll try 5. So I have a little Lego icon up here. Also, the music stopped. Rude. Did we run out of the playlist? Looks like so. I guess we're gonna do a new music. You know, to start off here on this Saturday morning. It's Tuesday. Let's do some classical. That's some string instruments. Jazz? No, I'm more in the mood for jazz. Jazz. Acidic jazz, jazz piano, jazz hop. Let's just do jazz. Just Chance of Rain. All right. It's a little Lego icon. I can pull up this, which means now I can start deleting bricks. Ooh. Zoop. Zoop. I'm gonna put some up here. The level triggers, hey, we're done, if the energy bricks are out. So I always put some outside of the play area, just in case I accidentally start the level. This one, it's a little hard to see in the top left. It's level 43, so we just do save level 43. And there's our encoded string, which is, you know, it encodes all the objects into a string. So we're gonna go back, and now we just have to think of an idea, and then so we can go like this. Think. Sometimes I do a picture, like we did with the jack-o'-lantern. Sometimes there's just an interesting idea once you kind of start drawing, so to speak. So it kind of is how are you expressing yourself in order to make the level happen. The lights. I did one where there was like a border of all lights. That was it's all around us. I kind of like the idea. I don't think we have done one where you have to go inside. So all the lights are facing inside like this. And maybe you have to be really tricky. See, the thing about lights, though, in this game is that you don't lose combo or anything by hitting a light. It just turns all the stuff on or off. Now, I have done some stuff where you're kind of combining colors. Right now, you can't hit these ones on the side, these ones, because there's no rotation. What if we did this? You know, I could make it symmetric if I just went like this. You might be wondering what all those other objects are. Well, the vast majority of them are for Blister Blade, an action platformer, which this whole engine was kind of based off of. Alright, so there's that. Now, what are the lights shining at? So what's great is that these lights can combine, and these lights can combine. They can also shine outward. So if I wanted to do all the colors, which would be crazy, you know, you could do what is a little thing we could do here? It's like a little. This is our drawing area. I mean, theoretically, you could do this. So what colors do we want to do here? Or do we want to draw in our box? Aren't there like little dot matrices that are sort of like for colorblind people? Make this purposely blend together. It's terrible. Ayo. No, I'm not doing UFO 50 today. I'm going back and forth between UFO 50 and game dev now. I'm trying to, yeah, there it is, cool. So today we're gonna make some levels. That's what we're doing today. But good to see a stage 4, Josh. All right, what we're gonna do, I want to see if just the basic idea works, because basically anything could be in here. If orange is made from red and yellow for lights, and then blue and yellow make it a green. So the only color excluded here is cyan. It doesn't make anything. So we just won't do cyan bricks, but we could do something with all of these in an interesting way. You see yellow is the most prominent color. So if we are going to do yellow as the most prominent color, so the Nike symbol came to mind. A swoosh. Not sponsored. What is a fun little picture we could do in here? Not sponsored. Nike swoosh. Alright, it's like whoosh. Zoosh. Does that look like? There you go. That's pretty good. Is that better? No, that's better. Not sponsored. And then, so yellow, and then we want some of these other colors too. So let's add in red. It's kind of an outline. Alright, well, actually blue probably contrasts better for an outline here. So whenever you're making a level, at least for me, some of it's trial and error. Sometimes you have a brilliant idea. Sometimes you're doing something dumb like creating the Nike logo. Usually whatever I do, or whatever, let's say you, us, we, I, do works because the engine just works. Sometimes if it's too crazy, it doesn't work. All right, so we got blue and yellow. So we could make some green. If we wanted just to flesh this out, we could just have this be a 3-color level, actually. There you go. That's a beautiful Nike swoosh. Now, if we wanted to contain this, because sometimes, say if this is the whole area and there's nothing really happening out here, if we just wanted this to be the area, right now you always start in this spot. That's why he's kind of hovering there. So sometimes I like to just contain the area. I could put, say, color bricks on the outside. Sometimes you're just containing the insides. So what I'm going to do here is, wait, I recognize this song. Oh, it's the Yellow Daisy Wall. Wait, that sounds a lot like the Mario song. Wait a second. That sounds like Super Mario Galaxy. I guess they took it from that. Alright. So let's just create a little excuse me, barriers on the outside. And we can try this out. See if this is fun at all. Oh, we also need color bricks. Otherwise, how's this gonna work? So all we need are yellow and blue. And I want the ability to hit that right away. So we're gonna do a little bit of this. I think that's kind of interesting. And then why don't we just do the same on the other side. And I think it'd be good to have 2 of these on the top and bottom as well. Well, the top one's going to be really hard to get by if you're going ba 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 ba. You know what? We're just going to leave it at that. Actually. Oh, dude, it's interesting. If I hit this and then I start going to the right, there's no way for me to hit one of them again. Maybe I will put them here. Yeah, I'll do this. Okay. Okay. Let's give this a try. So if you just do blue, you know, you can go to all of them. And you're like, well, how do I get... Now I'm just oversaturating it with blue. Then you do yellow. And now you're creating green because the top one's blue. That's great. And now you're like, okay, I can get these ones on the edge. I can go do yellow again. But how do I get that one? Well, boom. You could be like, where'd the blue one? I did it. Oh, maybe it's quicker to do combo. Because there we go, I got that one. And then that last green one is tricky. You're forced to do it this way. And now it's impossible to get the yellow other than like this. And then you gotta come over here. And you got it. So let's now try to do it quickly. And then see if we can break it. Oh, there's no point in doing both sides. So you go. Zoop, zoop, doop, 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 doop. And then goop. Zoop, doop, 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 doop. And I create green, yellow, and I go pop, 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 pop. Oh, that one's like that because that's the... Oh! Oh, oh wait, maybe you could get a combo over there to destroy the green. Oh, oh. Because that last green block, that's devious. Okay, so what we're gonna do is now let's see if we can do it without using the lights and try to like get like a 30-second run. Because what I think you can do, you're blocked from the lights at the top with the green blocks, and this whole thing is supposed to be like, oh, use the lights. What if we just go from the bottom and just use yellow and blue? Like I could do that. And get in there. And now I can clear out the blues. Don't! No! Ooh, a saxophone. Alright. Let's get rid of these blues. And then we're gonna go back. Oh, I'm blocked. I'm blocked by the... Wait, no, we can go to the other side. We can go to the other side. Don't! No! Oh, green! Oh, I could have done that first. Oh. Oh, and if I bounce, I don't get the... This is getting tricky. So the goal here is not only to beat it and make the level work, but you want to be able to find a route that is somewhat unintended to be able to beat it really quickly. And if you can, then it's kind of a good level. It's kind of my view on it. So right now, if we look at the screen, you see the mouse. This is the trickiest one. Or no, it's this one. Because this one you can hit by here and here, the outside ones, right? The only one that's an inside block that is a green color is this one. Because this one can also be hit like this. So this is the only one that you need to get these rotation for, technically. So if we can get a great enough combo, we can hit this blue block right here, combo up, and hit this one. So the goal is to never do blue on this one. We want to do the blue here last. So let's see if we can break 30 seconds. So we're going to go down. Do this. Get all the yellow. Boom. Come on. Now I should be able to go over here. And now... Wait a second. Oh, come on. Wait, there's a second one? Oh. Never mind, there's two of them. There's one on each side. So this one and this one. Which means if I'm hitting these yellow ones with combo, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one right here needs to be hit with the yellow. That. So instead of double comboing it, we actually want to do that. Then we can hit this 1, 2, blue, bam. I go up here, bam. Now I can yellow it. And then I can go over here and do that. Almost. The lamps cast shadows when they hit something they can't break. I think that'd be interesting. Right now, the idea is that the light doesn't get blocked by something. It just is allowed to go through all the way to the wall. And that just makes level creation a little bit easier. And it doesn't kind of break your brain for like light stopping and starting. So like here, the blue goes all the way to the right. Over here. But all right, that's enough on this level though. We need to move forward. It pretty much works. It's a little silly. It could use a little bit of work, but it pretty much works. And I think the essence of it would be trying to find the S rank, which I think we could get down to 30 seconds. Well, that music took off. Alright, let's make sure this is saved. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just note that we did this one. And we're in lights, solar. That's gonna say not a sponsor. Sponsor. It's the Nike logo. That is true. That would be a different way to do the lights, because you'd basically have to choose like which ones are going on and off at different times. Maybe it's something gets introduced later, a new type of mechanic, certain types of lights that do get blocked, some that don't. Maybe something ultra powerful. Not sure at the moment, but it's a fun idea. Let's go ahead and just pause the game. So different. The music. Alright, so let's go to our questions. Solar. Alright, let's move it to nuclear. What a track that was. Alright, so nuclear has a little refresh. They're all about bricks that can be really small or really big. So if we go to, say, propulsion, did we show that one? Yeah. Created boom not so long ago. So the bigger the brick, the bigger the boom. So once you get your combo up, boom. And if I hit this one, it would go boom. Boom. Now this wasn't done very efficiently, but that's the idea. So very fun to play with. Not bad. That's actually close to beating what I had before. That's kind of silly. Wait a second. Because I remember playtesting this and trying to get under 30, and it was hard. That was better? What? Do. Bam. Oh, that's what I didn't do, huh? Try this again, Pew! Boop, boop, boom, 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 boom. I just went straight for it. Oh. Bam. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Yeah, I had a bigger combo at this point. Alright, anyway. We're gonna create a nuclear level with big bricks. We had Boom, Nocturnal. This is about avoiding the lights. Because if you avoid the lights, if you hit a light, your combo, you don't have enough combo to destroy all the yellow bricks. Subtle Symmetry. This is a rotational nuclear level, which is a little bit devious. Trophy. This is a speed level. It's a trophy. And then we created this one last time. This one barely works. Computer setup. I think you have to play it perfectly to beat the level. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Essentially, you need enough. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I failed. I was gonna say you need enough combo. 2, 3. Bam. To break through. There you go, if you don't hit that one. And then... Pew! That's the happy path. Okay. How do I go from that last song to this song? Jazz. This is what you get when you get free music that can be played on stream. You never know what's coming next. Alright, so let's put some up here so the level doesn't end. This is 75. Ooh, do not need to clear. Okay, so nuclear bricks can be, you know, any number of size. So this is like a 2, and you go all the way up to like a 5. And you go middle. Whoa, it's huge! At some point, the collision breaks. The whole level is 1 brick. Go! No. We also have access to other stuff we've done before. So, usually with nuclear, you're either having like one big explosion that kind of destroys a lot of things. You could have a variance, like a bunch of little small ones in your little pockets. We've done a lot of pictures lately. I keep doing this to warm my hands. Some say it's fall. Feels like winter. I think I kind of want to just do like a fun pattern with nuclear. So how about we do that? Let's think. Last time I was just sort of drawing. Had an idea of the swoosh for whatever reason. We can also take a look at what colors we've done in nuclear. As I noted earlier, I try to vary the colors in each world, so kind of each color has its own time in the limelight. Here's all our levels we have this far. See, what is a blue? We got a few, green a few, red a few. We're doing pretty good. Not much yellow representation. As much. Cyan. So yellow or cyan, probably. And we start off with gold or yellow. Gold! Let's make it a little smaller. So... we could do like rings. I don't think I've really done that. So we had an earlier level. Let's actually skip to an earlier level. I think I want to take some inspiration from. Let's exit the level editor before we do this. So in the first world, there's a level called... where is it? Breakthrough. So in Breakthrough, it's like a box, concentric boxes. And as you're breaking through, you can get to the red, get to the cyan. What if we do something similar to this with nuclear? Except now you have a choice of kind of where you want to go to get the big explosions. We can do this one really quick to get a sense of it. So in this one, you're trying to break through. You can like do a little bit of the bottom. You know, if you want to work your way over and be really sneaky about it. Once you have a bunch, now you can see that, oh my goodness, so many are getting hit at once. If you're not careful though, you'll lose your combo because the bricks are pretty close together. And I definitely did not do this super fast, but I did do it without breaking combo, which is cool. That is okay. So let's go to nuclear. Alright, and let's do something similar. Oh, we got some French jazz right now. I'm not gonna... I'll stop right there. So what if we had like a corner piece? I like the idea of each of the corners having something you could hit. What if it was like crazy? I don't love having a lot of bricks on the edges. Because there's not a lot of interactivity on the edges compared to the middle of the space. But what I think I will do here is we're going to use cyan and yellow. We're going to do a little bit of overlap here. First, we'll start off with symmetry. Actually, let's do a little bit. Think of this. Then let's have some connectors. We are going to need some color bricks. We could also make them big too. That's kind of fun. Sometimes it reminds me of Super Mario World, where you're in the big land and all the bricks are bigger, but you're still small. This one we could flip. Alright, so we got some big ones on the edges. We know here that if I hit this, I kind of want to avoid this if I want to use it. Or maybe I use that later. It's kind of neither here nor there at this point. Alright, then we want to connect these guys. We want some value for hitting these bottom ones. So what we're going to do is... we also want to make sure we can get through this gap if we want to. So why don't we connect these over here? These colors can change later. Create a little roadway between this to go back between these two. Now if it was like this, then it'd be pretty hard to combo unless you had some colors in between them. So we could do that. I also want to create more big bricks in the middle. So let's do that first. Let's get some 3 guys in here. I'm gonna do that. Get a big one over here. Then I kind of want to connect these rows. So let's go ahead and do the flip on this one. Like that. That's pretty good. Now if you're going back and forth, you're going to need to have some way of maintaining combo here. So let's put some cyan bricks there. Now if you want to do yellow instead, you want some way of maintaining yellow. And why don't we put in some symmetry? Now this brick and this brick compared to these two is a little bit off. But we'll just run with it, and we can always change it later. So here, why don't we put down some cyan as well? So if I'm going bop, 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 I'll probably do one right here. Bop, 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 bop. This actually might be a little bit too far away. What a crazy music channel this is. Alright. Cool. And then this one's a little bit out of place. That's okay. Let's put another one. It's not quite symmetric, but... No, I think this will work. That seems like a lot of color bricks. Bricks. So now we sort of got a pattern going on where you can go blue, blue, cyan, bop, 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 bop. If you want to go yellow, you can go bop, 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 bop. You can go through. You have these ones at the end. Let's test this before we go any crazier. So I'm just going to take out this one. Now, I could go on top, right? Go down here. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed. But what if we went... that? How big is this explosion? Not big enough. We need it to be bigger. Ooh, that was pretty good. Now this is not doing us a whole lot of benefit on the edge. So even the ones on the edge, even though they look cool, they're not really doing a whole lot for us. Oh, I forgot the ones in the top left. I never removed them. Alright. So, let's get rid of these. So I think these ones in the corners are not very useful. Not really doing a whole lot for the level aesthetic. And I think there needs to be a little bit more going on here in the middle. Maybe some blockers. Maybe just like a little bit of action in the middle, like little pockets. Like if this guy hits it over here, do I want to take a little pocket over here? Kind of want this to be a more challenging level. which is somewhat hard with nuclear. What if we put just like a little pocket there? Little pocket here. This one's actually parallel to that, so let's do that. So now this one, if this explodes big enough, it could theoretically get down here. This could theoretically get up here. It'd be a 1, 2, maybe a 3 combo to do that. Let's try that out. That was the goal. Alright, that's still not big enough to be really helpful in any way. That was, though. Ooh. That was not good. Nope. Alright, kind of like that. Somewhat wasted that opportunity. But there's enough color bricks where it's not like you're going to fail. Then again, I'll probably make the time short. And then we can take out this last one. Alright, let's try to really utilize... Oops. Let's try to really utilize the 3 blocks. We can make our way down. Oh, we did it again! That is... Alright, that is cheeky. It's so easy just to go for that. I did it twice in a row. It's like, oh yeah, I want to go there. It's a good place to go. Alright, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Boom! That's what we wanted. Okay. We just need to get 2 cheeky... Not cheeky. We just can't destroy the big one with the little explosions. Try again. Alright. Go down here. Get that one. I'm gonna do the same thing. Except this time. Boom! Ooh, that's close. We're flying. We're flying close to the sun. Ready for this? Oh, that's so good. Alright, already pretty fun. How could we improve it? So what are the pain points? I like having these guys down here because that gets you just a little bit more combo to come up. Same over here. This allows you to hit that. Having these enclosed by these things is good. So I kind of want to move this over so that this one also could theoretically have a yellow block here. So let's take a yellow and put that there. That doesn't give perfect symmetry here, but I think that's fine. Because theoretically, as you're moving from the left to the right, you're going to be having higher combo anyway. So there's less of a need for as many of the color bricks as you move over to the right. I think that's the only update, really. The big one here doesn't really do anything. This one and this one definitely do. This one could. It kind of takes out both of these. I guess if you hit the middle one here, it takes both out too. So it's either one of these is good. Maybe you could wait a little bit if you wanted to come back to this to hit these two. Also, I haven't yet done the thing where I'm going on the inside and going pop, 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 pop. It's probably a really crazy route in the middle. Let's try to do the middle route. Don't hold down spacebar. I have to hold down spacebar. Can't help it. Nope. Middle route too hard. Still have enough bricks though to get some combo. Like it doesn't hurt that bad. To do it this way. Yeah, I like having levels that both have options and levels that don't have options. So this one, you have a ton of options for how you want to beat the level. Whereas like the computer one we saw before, you have like literally one route or else it cannot be beaten. We'll do that one more time. I want to try the middle route again. Alright, so we're going to go in here. Bam. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Where am I going? No. I missed it. And then I had to cough. Excuse me. Alright, good level. Let's move on. What do we call it? Lanes. There's like 2 lanes. Switching lanes. Good enough. Switching lanes. 2 lanes of color. How do you attack it? Call this one tricky. Alright. Very nice. Ooh, biomatter next. Alright. We're making up a little bit of time here. That was a quicker one. Let's make sure we save it just one more time, just to be a little bit anal. Alright, biomatter. Don't have art for this, but biomatter changes the color of bricks around it. So we can show that with flag. This is a pretty cool one. Just a made-up flag. Or is it? Alright. For $500. For 500 sweet fake dollars. What flag is this? I remember wanting to do a flag. And I looked up all the flags of the world. And I chose this one. The answer is... I think I have it. Seychelles. This is the Seychelles flag. As if you want a comparison. Seychelles flag. Look at that. There it is on the left. Beautiful, right? Pretty good. So here, the biomatter is the white. So when you hit one of these white, eventually they'll be like flowers. It'll change the color of the bricks around them. So for this one, that's helpful for potentially taking out the red or the green. Part of it was just so I had white, because the flowers will be white before they bloom into color. Just so it would work with the flag, but I'll show how this works. Oh my goodness. Alright. So you can see as I hit these guys, they're changing the colors. Now, how does it work? Well, the higher your combo, the further the pollinators will move. So you see that they really are making some movement. Now, say I was blue, and I got in here and I got some of these out, and then my combo's even further, it'll extend even further up, which is cool. And then if I become a different color, they'll go right back. I can make them red, which is somewhat helpful for the ones at the top. So it's a pretty cool mechanic. I really was unsure exactly what I wanted to do with biomatter as the oh, I actually have a timer on this. No. We win. With 0.7 seconds left on the clock. But yeah, it allows you to change colors. So it's a pretty powerful mechanic, really changes the way that you play. And it spreads out radially based on combo. So let's see what ones we've done before. So this is kind of teaching you it. Basically, there's no way to get the cyan bricks. You got to change to red. Reticles. Reticle. No, there they are. You got yellow. You're changing all the green ones to yellow. It's another one that you have to change the color. Wave shift. This is using the rotation, so there's a ton of red and blue going back and forth. Another logo. This is the Quasico Games logo. Here's our Seychelles flag. This one's kind of interesting, using both light and pollen in order to complete it. This one can be completed. I'm speaking too quickly. This one can be completed very quickly with the right choices. Slither. I like this one a lot. This one uses pollinator and just one nuclear brick at the end for our snake. And then shooting stars. So a lot of just red and orange. It uses nuclear as well in order to change colors, and it's a speed level at its core. So we actually only have made 8 biomatter levels that use the pollinators. So there's a whole bunch more to do. So let's get going. All right. It's 89. Okay. So what colors have we used thus far? Did I not record Slither? I did not record Slither. What was Slither? Slither, I think, was green, yellow, and red. Shooting stars was orange and red. Shooting stars is sort of like a picture, not really. Sort of, kind of. So what we have not used cyan. Use cyan in the very first one. Okay. I'm a fan of cyan. This cyan is like the sky blue, but it's more of a green blue. It's not quite green blue. It's a light blue. There. So being able to change one color to another essentially always makes it such that you will always have two colors in a pollinator level, at least. Though you might just have color bricks of a different color, changing it, kind of like we saw with the first two. So let's think here. We've used nuclear a couple times with these. We can also look back to see what have we combined with pollinators. I think I did one of each. Technically this has nuclear at the end as well. We have yet to do a pollen rotate level. And rotate is the wind, windmills. Did light and nuclear. We have yet to do a movement level with pollinate. Hydro. So currently, if we look at moving objects, so right now we have tracks. Eventually these will be like rivers. So if I have a track here, like that, and I get a platform, I can give it some speed. The speed is by default 60. I can make it more or less speed. And then I can also just say, hey, this one's going to go on a track. If I put those on that, and I can also give one a negative speed. Let's just make it an orange one. And you can save that. And say go. Now they'll be moving. Very cool. Pollinator blocks, though, don't move. That is a code update we could do if I really wanted to. These pollinator blocks are flowers. So maybe you could have like a lily pad or something, like if we wanted a moving block to be it. But as you can see right now, there's no ability to change pollinators to also move on tracks. Could be pretty interesting, especially for like the boss. I'm not really sure what the boss is going to look like for pollinators. Could dive into the code. But making these move is not going to be simple. Currently, the only things that move are bricks. So both color bricks, color changing bricks move. Adding other objects that move is not trivial. Yeah, it's not trivial because the tracks here, this is just a side to side. But if I, no, my goodness, wrong buttons. I can create tracks that go up and down, or I can create tracks that have curves. It's a little bit hard to see, especially with the current background. Let's see how this one's a curved one. If I put, say, like a red brick, put that in the track, and say go. That one's going to go around. And then we have ones that can go up and down too. So the way that these move along the track and know how to turn and stuff, this is all custom coded based off of this object, the track object. So in order to add other types of objects to do the same sort of movement, would be a somewhat significant, pretty significant, let's say like pretty significant coding update, which I don't know if I'm up to doing that right at this moment. So I don't think we're gonna do moving pollinator blocks today. So instead of that, how about we go ahead and we can still have a hydromechanic of the blocks moving. Or we have yet to do rotation of pollinators. Oh wait, no, we did plenty of rotation. What am I talking about? One of the very first levels uses rotate. I'm silly. Go back to the menu. Yeah, we've done nuclear. Okay. Yeah, we only haven't done hydro with it. All right, let's do that then. Let's go back in here. So, where do we want to start? Where do we want to start? I think usually the idea of rings or rows works pretty well. We have yet to we haven't done one in a while that is diagonal. Oh, that could be pretty interesting. So we just did a level that was 2 parallel rows for those who just have tuned in. If we go back to the level we just did for nuclear. If we go to here, we did 2 parallel rows for nuclear, where the nuclear one is that if you get combo, is a bigger explosion. Oh, I messed up. We'll show it in the next one. Oop. Opa. So, boom, as the combo goes up. So, if we want to do the same thing, the idea of rows, but make it diagonal. Let's do that. So, let's define our space, and then we can put the tracks down where the bricks are going to move. What we got playing now? This one's called Bassa Antigua. All right. So we're just going to sort of define our play area. It's going to be kind of... My idea is that you have these 2 diagonals like this. And you're kind of having to navigate between these 2 sort of areas. Like that. So you're going between these areas as bricks are rotating around it. And then you have the pollinators kind of in the middle to change the color of the bricks that are moving around these diagonals. Let's try that out. So let's define the space of our bricks a little bit more. What if we did rows of 4? Symmetry is usually pretty, not just aesthetically pleasing, but usually as a game design, it's pretty, it usually just works better if you have some symmetry to start. This one, I think we need to move it more diagonal. These aren't going to be red. I'm just sort of using red as a... Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's a little bit extreme. Why don't we just cut down on it a little bit? Hey, what's up? How you doing today? Alright, so currently we're making levels in Ball Deluxe. Thanks for stumbling upon the channel. This is a puzzle action platformer, and just started this level. So we're creating 2 diagonals here. I think we have enough bricks there. That's sort of good enough to do some tracks to go along it, like that, maybe? You don't want it too close to the starting position, because you want to at least give yourself a little bit of room to kind of adjust. Same for these ones up here. You want to have a little bit of room to adjust. Yeah. All right. That's kind of good enough. Now let's put down the tracks. That's going to go around these guys. And then once we have that, then we'll actually fill these in with the proper color, and then probably some pollinators and stuff. So let's go in our objects. We're going to get these tracks. Again, I really wish I had a different background. I don't have the ability to change that easily. So, da da da, bop, 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 oop, Scooby, dooby doo. We're just sort of feeling it out. Okay. And we're gonna do curved ones. Gonna need one like that. Gonna need one. Oh, not like that. A lot of these. Yep. Again, a little hard to see what we're doing here, but we'll manage. This is one of those things I probably should just create better temp art. I've kind of waited long enough to do it. Alright, so we're gonna go like that. Cool. And then the last one, which is kind of the neutral. No, missed one. Bam. That's what we wanted. And then we need the vertical. Boop. Where do we need a vertical one? We could go over here. Yeah. Okay. Do. And then these ones we need the. Nope. Yep. Up, 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 up. Cool. I am going so close to my computer. Zoom in. Why isn't there a zoom feature? 'Cause. That one's connected. That one's not. Zip, zap, zoop, bop, beep, bloop, blop. Alright, I think we actually have it. Wait. No, I missed one. There. Oofta. Alright, now we can try it out. Let's put a platform on one. We can delete these up here. Alright, we'll try one over here and one over here, and if it works, they'll go around the track. Go! It's working. Huzzah! I did it. No! I didn't see that. Right here, we had one missing. So close. Okay. Rotate this guy. Alright, boom. Now we have our tracks. So these are where bricks are going to go along the edges. Those are going to be the color. Well, we don't know yet which ones are going to be going around the edges. But what we do know is we want to use cyan. So the ones in the middle here are going to be a mix of the pollinators, which can change the colors of the bricks around them, and bricks themselves. So we could just mix cyan and red. They're pretty differing colors. So, you know, if we just do a little bit of hodgepodge here. Not think about it too much. Sort of just sketching, sort of just painting. Just feeling our way. Now, we need some spaces for the actual pollinator bricks. So we're just going to create some gaps in there. And these will have to be adjusted. And we're going to slap in some of those guys right here. Alright, like that. Cool. And now we can use let's have it be the actual bricks that go around or the ones that change color. That kind of works better than the ones that you have to explode, the energy bricks. So we're gonna have some red. These are gonna be on the track. So I'll give you a choice of being able to do red or cyan at the beginning. If you hold right, you can get cyan. And this is a little bit tricky with the initial direction that these are going. Let's put a minimum, like, and by a minimum I mean not that many on the tracks to start. Because this really feels like a level you don't need the tracks on. I think the level can be beaten regardless. And the more that are moving around on the tracks, the more chaotic it'll be. Alright, so let's try this out. So, there's the clipping. So if you hit a pollinator, you see that I changed the color of the bricks around it. The clipping is part of the game so that your ball doesn't get stuck as you're moving. So you can see I can make all those red. That got changed to cyan. Even just a few moving around makes this pretty chaotic. Because you're kind of planning ahead. And if you accidentally change colors... Oh, geez. Okay, the moving, because now these are red. Yeah. It's almost like it chases you a little bit. There's one more. Got it. Alright. That was pretty good. So let's try this with a couple more. to add a little bit more chaos. I'll put one here. One here. 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 And here. Part of it's the aesthetic of the level too. Like if this is the first time you're playing this and you see this, are you excited? Is there something like, ooh, you know what? It actually looks kind of like two birds flying now. It's not supposed to be a picture, but it does look like two birds flying. It's kind of funny. All right, so let's save that. Use. Oop. Oopa. Nope. Oop. No, I don't want to be cyan. Ooh. Oh, no. Whoa. No. Alright, this is significantly harder. But the pollinators help. The pollinators help a lot. Oh, that wasn't enough. Alright, there might be one too many moving bricks. Alright, just gotta plan. Plans are ruined. Alright, we got this. We're free. We're free from the bricks. Okay. We're back to being red. Oh, that's devious. Now I can't beat the level. I didn't realize I had put a brick between two like this. And when you do that, that means you have to use a combo unless we have rotation bricks to get in there. So let's go ahead and remove that. Because that's not kind of the intent of the level. The intent of the level isn't to have a state like this. So all we need to do is, I think, just swap maybe these two out or something like that. Yeah, we could put one here. Like that. Put a red one in. Alright, the amount of moving blocks was crazy. So I'm gonna keep it. Alright, the goal is under a minute. Can I beat this in under a minute? Let's go. Alright. We're good. Yep. Use the color to your advantage. Use the color to your advantage. Oh no! The clipping. It's a feature. It's literally the name of a level. It's a feature. Yep, now we're cyan. Nope, now we're red. Wait. Alright, we beat the first bird of sorts. Ish. No! Not cyan! Come on. This is insane. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Ooh, no, no, no. Yep, yep. Just stay on the color bricks. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, we got this. Those last two. Nope. 111. I think the second bird is a little bit easier than the first bird for some reason. I think it's the amount of space that you have on the first bird underneath it is harder to navigate than the second one. So we're gonna go to the second one first. I'm just gonna go over here. We're gonna work our way Oh, we need red. Dang. No, just kidding. We're fine with cyan. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Pop. Nope. 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 Give me it back. No, stop it. All right, red. We're actually red. We're red. We're red. We're always been red. Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, we've always liked cyan. I don't know why everyone likes red. Red's a lie. Get in there. There you go. Alright, we're back. Alright, it gets easier. If you can just maintain combo, it's huge. Come on. Wait, where's the last one? No, we almost beat a minute. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The key is making a level that I want to replay again and again and again. That's one of the aspects of this, of any arcade game, is do I want to play it again? I do. One more try. Alright, yep. We're just going to stay in the middle of the map. We could just make everything red. Alright, this is good, this is good, this is good. Alright, they're coming. Bam. Run. Yeah. We're good. Ooh. Sure. Yep. Brilliant. That's fine. Nice. Nope. Yep. Two more. Woo! Nice. Alright, that's a fun level. You could mess with like the position of some of the colors here and there. There was nothing in particular once I cleared up this pain spot that felt like it was a huge outlier, other than maybe removing one or two of the color bricks that are rotating around. But it's a pretty good idea, pretty well executed. There's probably a route here. Like with pollinators, if you can really just stay on color, it really just makes levels easier. So. And we're going to call this one Migration, because it's two flying birds. Which was unintentional until I added the little jaggies. It was diagonals until we added the head and the feet of the birds. Migration. This one's a snake. This one's stars. I guess it's a picture. It's very tricky though. I'm gonna just say moving. Saying this thing is hydro. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. Two more to go. One geothermal and one wormholes level. Alright, I'm gonna take a slight break right here. Nature calls. I wish my hands would get warmer. That's a me problem. I'll be back in a minute. we do be back. Let's make 2 more levels. Alright. What do we got left? A geo level and a wormholes level. What does geothermal mean? Well, if we go to the adventure menu and we go to world geothermal power plants and we go to zoning permit. Which one's better? Oh no, not that one. That's not a good intro to it. We'll do blue fire. So this is a more temporary art. These will be like little fire pits that are flickering. Now the essence of Switch Ball is that you change the color of your little ball, which is, this is Switchblade over here. He has these 2 little robots on his shoulders. Eventually there'll be like an animation of him like throwing the ball out, and they're like, or a second one to start the level. Anywho, when you hit a fire pit, your ball turns on fire. And now you can plow through anything and destroy it, but there are no combos associated with it. It's essentially plowing paths. Once you hit a wall or like a color brick, the fire goes out. So let's show that. This one's called Blue Fire because you're blue, but there are no blue bricks, and you have to hit. You hear that? You never know what's gonna play. So as you can see here, in order to hit these, I have to become on fire. Oop. Come on now. Yep, missed it. Yep, missed it. That level could use a little bit of work. That's the essence. We can take a look at another one. This one kind of does a little bit more with it, called zoning permit. So the fire allows you to kind of plow through bricks and then hit combo. So for example, I could turn on fire here, become green, and start hitting these bricks. And now if I wanted to go over here, boom, red. Now I'm blue, increasing my combo that way. I could even do it here to hit the yellows. Pretty good. Now the problem is you can lose. Unless, can I get to the... Yeah, I can. There's no fail state in this level. So it's an interesting way to move through bricks. It also opens up some really cool puzzle opportunities and speed opportunities that the game doesn't have yet. I mean, at this point in time, you are in World 7 of 10, so we're really starting to break some mechanics of the game and change up what the game feels like. So this one, Zip Zigzag, is a really, really fast level. This is when I do have a S rank on. I actually have times on this one. Because you have to maintain the fire the whole time, and if you hit any of the arrow blocks, the level's over. You don't have enough time to beat it. So you go zip. Oh! No! How much grace is there? There's some grace. I could make it harder. Yeah, I have yet to do D rank and stuff. There you go. Should probably make the timer less so than like 40 seconds, but there you go. That's fire. You can become on fire, you can plow through bricks, and that opens up paths or different ways to play levels. How many do we have here? We have 9. The last level we created was called Fruit Flambe. Oh, look at it. It's fruit. So like I could go down here and be like, pop, pop, pop. Oh, broke my combo, but then I can go, woo! It's pretty fun. This is one I think I play tested a decent bit when I first made it. Usually, again, just similarly with pollinators and most of the mechanics, other than the last couple, the levels become strictly a little bit easier with the new mechanics in terms of like the amount of bricks you can destroy in one go. But at the same time, it can be a lot trickier to figure it out. Let's make a geo level. I have to get a little bit more simulated with what I've done though. It's been a little bit while since I've created geo. So that's the flambe. Shortcut. Oh, okay, this is a very cool level. It's like a maze, but you can get through the paths. The flaming ring. Oop. Yep. Pretty cool. Scarab. Looks like a bug, like a little beetle. Uses pollinators. We just did zip zigzag. Those ones in the middle, they move real fast. This one's very silly. Careful cavitation. This is one where you have to avoid the fire, because if you hit the fire, you hit the arrow, and you can't destroy the bricks to the right with the big one. And then we saw a zoning permit and blue fire. Alright. So let's get going. Let's get going here. Make a few more today. Bada bing, bada boom. Do 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 do. You know, we can switch up the music too. You know, we've had some good jazz songs, some not so good jazz songs in the jazz music playlist. Yeah, let's get some hop, hip hop, glitch hop, hopeful, hopeless. Why? That's a popular search. Glitch hop. I'll make sure it's not too loud. Man, people love Amnesia. Like, it's starred. Wait for the drop. Oh, it's like spooky. Maybe that's why people are doing it right now. I'll turn it down just a little bit for this kind of music. Then again, you got your own volume. Alright. How is this one starred? It's because you don't know what you're getting yourself into with glitch hop. Alright, so what do we want to do here? This is level 106. So we have fire. We've done a ring. We've done like a little maze aesthetic. We've done some mixes of things like we had the scarab. Yeah, we're not listening to this. What? Boo, skip. Let's see, what do we got coming on? Dark, experimental. I don't trust it.
Let's go.
Too much lyrics. I don't want lyrics. Sorry. Sorry. No lyrics on my stream. Alright. Fire. Where's the fire object? It's right here. Boop. Boop, boop. Woo! So we've had one where like the lights were on the edge of the screen. We could have one where you're always on fire. I think I did do one like this actually. In a different world. Did I have one like this yet? Let's do a really quick sanity check. No. Oh, this is supposed to be moved over to, this was one of my first levels. Oh, but it was the antimatter. Never mind. Inside out, fickle flickers. Yeah. Okay. What's this one? Ah, it's different. Oh yeah, that's a cool level. Space Horse. Space Horse. Okay. I don't think I did do anything with this before. So because the fire goes out when you hit a wall. However, when you hit the wall, you're going to be bouncing back and you're immediately going to be on fire again because you're still within the little fire pit. So what we're going to have here is you're basically always on fire now. Unless there's something in the middle to block it. And you don't even need to be a color to be on fire, I don't think. You can test that. So if I don't have a color, I still think it works. Yeah, it does. Alright. So, whoop. Oopa! So what we're gonna do is I really like the idea of fire and nuclear. We already did that one time. We did a thing with we just did pollinators. I think pollinators would be kind of interesting. But it's like, what's the point of changing the color of a block if you can just go right through it? Maybe you're destroying a block you didn't want to. That's the essence of nuclear. We had one where you're going through moving platforms that kind of are a barrier. We also did that with light. Okay, I'm starting to see it. Alright. So, we are going to have a barrier that you have to hit the fire in order to come in. But then, because the barrier is all the way around it, we need a way to destroy that barrier easily so we don't have to kind of do the mundane, go around to the edge of the fire and take the stuff out. So, this is how we're going to do that. So the barrier, let's use orange, it's fine. Is going to be represented by this. So right now, pretty straightforward. But we want to hit these with combo. So this could just be a speed level, actually. where you don't want to turn on fire, because if you turn on fire, you're not being able to get as much combo. Like, what's faster? Could that just be it? Is it that easy? 106. Alright, so you're on fire. So like you could just go wee, right? And you're not getting any combo at all. How fast is this? Alright, so 20 seconds. Let's try it again. Oh, come on. Try to do 2 at once. Pretty slow. Alright, it's about 20 seconds. Now let's try to do it with combo. Oh, it's tricky. Oh, you missed one. Alright. We can definitely do that faster. Ooh. I'm just holding down left just to see what happens. If you just snake it. Oh. That's definitely slower than hitting the bricks, though. You can make this an S rank level where... Alright. Where you want to stay inside. Interesting. Alright, so how much planing can you really do, though? Alright, so... let's try to switch it up. Oop. So right now, it's a speed level. But it's kind of mindless. Until we have a sense of what a quick route is. The problem about doing something here is that even though this sort of speed thing is fun, where it goes... that doesn't work so well if you have fire. So I think what we want instead is this. This now gives you the opportunity to try to get more combo and also not hit the fire. It also forces you to have a little bit more dexterity to hit the double. Let's try that. Go for it. So if I go in here, back at it, right, and then I can do it here, and then zip it to do. All right, that was slower, but it was more fun. I think we can just make one loop around. So we're gonna go here, and then, no. I'm so slow. Yep. See, it's faster if you go like that. Alright. Try this again. What if we just come straight up? Nope. I don't want the fire. We don't want the fire! Oh, come on. Okay, you can make this really fast. I'm just messing up. Yep. They went through. Oh. Come on. Faster. No! That's a cool level. It's simple, but it's fun. Alright, we're done with that one. Easy. Let's save it one more time. This is definitely just a speed level. And it is the name of the level. What is the name? I would say minus. No. The box. No, it's more than a box. Let it roll. Zip-a-hoo. I don't know. We gotta come up with something. We're not in biofuels, we're in geothermal. This one is gonna be called the line. I'm losing it. Get that combo. Maintain the heat. Heat maintain. Maintain? Maintain? Heat? Oven. It's an oven. What else is oven? Convection. Fire all around. Oven sort of in the middle. Speed. All right. So good. You're gonna see this in 2026 and be like, did he really still call that level convection? Yeah. One more to go. Let's go. We're skipping ahead to the crazy mechanic. The bonkers mechanic. Last one here. Wormholes. We do be warping. Alright, so we're skipping antimatter, which is creating clones of yourself, and going to wormholes, which is warps. And we're pretty much on track. We can go a little bit long. I kind of want to get 5 levels done, even though it's 12:23. Usually we go till 12:30. To show you what wormholes do, is they... Oh, excuse me. This is wormholes and biofuels, maybe not the best one. Essentially you warp from each location to the next location. There probably ought to be a very slight delay. But you can see here, this one's using lights and warps. If I go to the yellow, you can see I'm warping between the 2 yellows. And the colors just show what I'm warping to. So, there you go. I want it to be pretty instantaneous. But this is a puzzle level to try to get them all quickly. So that's what warps are. So maybe we'll just come up with an idea of a level and then try to execute it. How many more do we have here? 5 of them. Pretty good all the way through. Last time we created Happy Birthday. Happy Birthday has a birthday cake with a slice. So you can see I warped out here. Now I'm back. Now we're over here. We can be like, boom. It's very twisty. Yeah. A cake. We got Space Horse, warp pods. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Transmutation. Oh, they're moving. Yes. Dandelions we saw briefly. Firebringer control panel. That's the one we just did. Meteor Storm. This one's again kind of a 2-lane puzzle. Bob and Weave. Yep. Using all of them. Snapback. And Equilibrium. One of the harder levels, actually. But the first one I made for wormholes. Alright. So. The 140th level! Woo! It's not the 140th one we've made. But this is number 140. So wormholes are in the objects, and there are these warps. So if I put a 1 into 1, then I'll go through the 1s. Whee! Just come right out. No delay, just instant. Partially there's no delay because I want to maintain the time. It's a timed game. But there probably needs to be at least some little effect, like a little flash or a little whoop, or like a zoop, zoop, where both of them go zoop, or something like that. Which is very feasible to do that. Make a little whoop. So maybe there'll be a sound effect, but we'll see if it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. I can do it in real time. Over here. Over here. Ooh. Alright, so how do we want to do a warps level? Now warps, we're right before Omega, wormholes. So we have access to every single gimmick. If we look at our level list, yeah, scroll down. You can see that we've already combined warps with at least one type of each one prior, which was a goal. So you can do it just using warps, or you can use an existing mechanic slash gimmick. So, worlds or oyster. No, I'm not going to make an oyster level just because I said that. Immediately my mind was like, you make an oyster? Huh? Huh? I'm starting to run out of creative juice. Around the 2.5 hour mark, the creative juices go woo down the drain. All right, why don't we do a little bit of brainstorming about what the boss will be? So bosses, the gimmick of bosses are that the bricks regenerate. So for the wormhole boss, what if the wormholes started moving? That would completely break the mechanics. A spinning spiral galaxy? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. That's kind of a something that people would probably be anticipating too. Which means, does that mean, just like I said, I haven't yet done the biomatter pollinator flowers on a moving platform. Maybe I would have the warps be moving as well. Huh. Yeah, I think we are gonna need to put some of these objects on more movement, which means I gotta figure out code-wise how I want to do that. Make it a spiral. It goes woo. How do the warps work? Sure, I'll go over that. So right now there's a maximum of 9. It's somewhat arbitrary. There's pairs of warps. So they're in objects here. So if I do a 1, here are the orange ones, and then I just have it currently up to 9. So each color has 2. And then just for funs, I'll put out a platform to make me switch directions. And we'll put out another pair. Just choose 4. Save that. So if I go on 1, I'll come out the other of the same color. Zoop. In the same direction. Sort of like Portal. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Same if I'm going this direction. Go on the right side, I'll come out the left. So if I went like this. Ooh. We do be moving. So, that's what warps are. Now there will be some kind of effect that I was noting just a little bit ago, where when you go in, there should probably be at least some sort of special effect, sound effect, or both. And showing a level with them. I'll do one more. I think the... Uh-oh. Oh no! I overrode a level. Oops. Did I? I don't think this was supposed to be Wormhole 2. A spinning galaxy with warps that also spin with it. Ooh, that's a very cool idea. And then a really big warp in the center that changes colors. That would be a new mechanic. The warp's actually changing colors for where you were spit out. Yikes. Ooh. But that's a great idea. Yeah. That would be wild. That's a good one. What did I overwrite? I definitely overwrote something. Wait, I have Equilibrium as 128. Do I not have anything as one? Wait. Equilibrium is 129. Oh, did I just rename these wrong? .128 is split. Fission. There's a bug somewhere in here. Oh no. Why did I resave this as 106? Ah, I completely... I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to do some fixes here. I completely messed up the levels here. Now this says 129. What's 106? Oh. It was our last geo level. So I just overwrote the geothermal level that we had. No! Wait, I have an idea though. It's fine. The reason it's showing up in the antimatter background is because that just happened to be the world that I was in when I did it. Alright, the good thing it was convection, and convection was super easy to make. So if I go to 106, which is here, and what's interesting is it's up here as well. Alright, I'll figure this out off stream. That's a great idea for a boss for it. I think we're going to end the stream right there, though. Because it's time to go. Thanks for all who tuned in today. Watching me make some levels, bring some ideas. Tomorrow we're going to dive right back into UFO 50. We're gonna go back and forth. I would love to finish Mini and Max. I don't know how big the game is. It's pretty big. It's much bigger than I anticipated at the beginning. I think we're just 3 to 4 hours in now. But we'll continue playing through the last games of UFO 50 too. Thanks all for also be watching this later on Twitch and YouTube. As always, I love you guys.